6 months ago, I filmed a repot and update on my Monstera constellation. I thought that I would have progress to show you guys much sooner. It is taking a comically long time to finish this video, but I'm finishing it today. So the next clip you're gonna see, we're going back in time. I'm gonna be repotting the Monstera constellation, and then we're gonna jump back to present time, and I'm gonna give you an update on how it's doing today. So enjoy! Hey guys, what's up? It's Fern. Thank you so much for joining me for another Planty video. So today we are going to be repotting my beautiful, lovely Monstera constellation, who has been having a really great year, might I say. If you're new here, I have a whole playlist chronicling the journeys and adventures that I've had with this plant over the past 3 years. Long story short, it is very prone to root rot. It's rotted for me several times now, and I've rerooted it. I've tried different potting mediums. It's been a whole thing. But long story short, here we are. I recently rerooted it in perlite, I believe, and then potted it up quite a while ago now. I mean, maybe 6 months ago. I can link my last video that I made with this plant in the description box, but it is so rooted. Like, look at those roots. Oh my goodness. And I'm so happy to be showing you this today because, well, obviously I'm just happy that this plant is not rotting on me and is actually rooting well and growing well. But on the video where I potted this up, I had several comments of people saying that I did a bad job and it was gonna rot on me. I like used the wrong pot, or I used the wrong potting mix, or, you know, I just had some criticisms, which is fine. But I'm just here to say, like, no, she's out here thriving, doing the most. So yeah, this is the newest leaf. There's 2 plants in here, and this is the newest leaf on the bigger plant. And then on this little cutting, or wait, is this the newest leaf? No, I think this is the newest leaf, and it actually has really pretty variegation. Like, I love this part right here. So yeah, I finally went out and got myself some more orchid pots so that we can do this repot, which I'm really excited about. So let me grab those and we will just get cracking on. Okay, I have a bunch of sizes to choose from now, which is so nice. So let me see. This is probably the size it's in right now. Yeah, pretty much. So I'll probably need that size. So I'm gonna be potting it into a 7-inch clear orchid pot. Now, I get questions on where I buy these, and I just get these at a plant shop called Garden Works. If you live in BC, you might have one near you, especially if you're on the island. We have them in Victoria and Nanaimo. The only thing I don't like about these is that the stickers are really annoying to peel off. So this is what the size difference is gonna look like between these 2 pots. I think it's gonna be perfect, actually. And I don't think I'm gonna post this video right after doing this repot. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit so I can give an update, because I really have a feeling that she's gonna pop a leaf from that stem. Like, you can see it preparing. I have a feeling she's gonna pop a leaf after I repot her. That can happen when plants are root bound. They're just like waiting for more space, and then they'll start growing. So I will give an update after in the second part of this video. Okay, let's just start by taking her out. We got the roots coming out the holes in the bottom. This is the only thing about these orchid pots, is the roots. I don't think we have any that are too bad. Sometimes they're like going right across. I had to cut them off last time, but today it should be okay. Oh my goodness, it scared me. Oh man, it just all came shooting out. Okay, oh wow. These are beautiful roots, really, really beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see such healthy roots on this plant. Like, look at that. How satisfying. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna have to vacuum after this video, but that's okay. I don't even think I'm going to disturb them. I usually don't bother breaking up root balls unless I'm trying to fit it into a small space or a tight space. But since we're just up potting today, I'm just going to be placing it right into the new pot like that. Obviously, I'm gonna put some potting mix. I'm just gonna reuse. This isn't very old. If it's like less than a year old, I will just reuse the same potting mix. So, I'm gonna throw that in there. See how much I have to add in. Oh, still got more to add in. It's actually a little too much. Let's dump some of this out. Whoop. Okay, that's perfect, except I am not going to forget to put my myco in. Just gonna be using my Dino Myco mycorrhizal inoculants, which is just like beneficial fungus. I don't really know too much to give you the details, but it's supposed to be good for the plants, so I sprinkle her in, you know? Alright, now I'm just gonna fill up the pot with soil. Alright, and then I just kind of look around and make sure there's no major air pockets or anything in here. Squeeze the pot, and it's looking pretty good. Alright, you guys, so that's it. Miss Thai Constellation is all potted up. I can't wait to see how she does in her new upsized planter. Yeah, I guess I will pop back in just a second to give you a little update. Okay, so as you saw, I last repotted the Thai Constellation on September 8th of 2022. So that was 6 months ago now, and I was expecting new growth to happen right away. There was a bump on one of the petioles that looked like it was going to be a leaf emerging, like, soon, but that leaf did not emerge until February of 2023. Today is, oh gosh, what day is it? The 20th, I believe. Today is February 20th and the leaves are fully emerged. One of them is still hardening off, but it's pretty much fully developed. I'm gonna look back and see if I can find any photos of when the leaves first started emerging, because I wanted to document that as well to give you guys a better timeline. But this video has just ended up being filmed over such a long length of time that I forgot I was even filming it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I started that Thai video like in the freaking summertime. So crazy. Anyways, so here it is today. So we actually have a lot of leaves now. Like, I'm very happy with how this plant is looking. So as you know, there's two different plants in here. We have this one, which is the bigger one, and then we have a smaller one over here. And so I got a new leaf on each one of the plants, which was really cool, and they came out at pretty much the same time. This one came out a little sooner. This is the leaf that came out on the smaller plant, and I love the variegation on this one. I think that it's so pretty. I love that it has some of the like bigger chunks. It is just gorgeous. I'm super happy with this one. You can see it's a little bit darker. This is the other new leaf, but you can see this one has gone a little bit darker because it's been fully emerged and hardened off for just a little bit longer. And then this is the leaf on the bigger plant, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. I think that this is actually the biggest leaf on this plant. It's the biggest leaf that I have ever gotten on this tie, because the last leaf that came out was this one, which has fenestrations. This doesn't have any fenestrations, which honestly I'm fine with. It looks like it wanted to fenestrate. Like you can see there's like ripples along the edge, which is interesting. So it has that in like a few different spots. It's just kind of ripply, but it didn't end up fenestrating, which is fine. And it's still hardening off a little bit. It still has that lighter coloring and that new leaf shine and everything to it, which is really nice. The rest of the leaves have all held on here really well also. And the roots look really healthy. This actually took to the pot pretty quickly. Like I said, I was so surprised that it took so long for a new leaf to come out. I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised because it's Thai constellation and they can be very slow. But the roots all look really healthy. You can see that they're really filling out the pot in there. There's tons of roots. I've been trying to keep up on watering this a little bit more than I was before. Like it's probably due for a water right now. Actually, it's definitely due for a water right now. A lot of my plants in like my Monstera albos and regular green Monstera. Shoot, my memory card is full. One moment. Okay, I was just saying, I've been trying to water this just a little bit more frequently than I do with my Monstera albo, and like how often I would water just a regular green Monstera. I feel like those are a little bit more tolerant to drying out, whereas this guy likes to be watered just like right before he's completely dried out, which I know sounds a little bit finicky to have to water at like such a specific time, but I've just been doing my best trying to gauge that, and I think that this plant has been a lot happier because of it. I find that some plants are really difficult when they're juvenile, and then as they mature and grow up a little bit, they become a lot more hardy and easier to care for. So I'm kind of hoping that that is going to be the case here. Like, I've had this plant since it was very small, so I'm hoping that now it's just like grown up a little bit and come into its own, and perhaps it will be smooth sailing from here on out. I haven't had a rotting episode in probably like a year now, so that's promising. And yeah, it seems to be doing really well. I've had a few people message me recently since Kaylee Ellen put out her Monstera, her variegated Monstera in 2023 video that was recently posted, and she's talking about there being two like batches of Monstera Thai constellation, and it's basically pre 2018 and post 2018. Apparently the like lab that created Monstera Thai constellation, because these are a lab created plant, apparently they had stronger mother plants that they were creating these from before 2018, and then after that they became weaker. I don't know, you'll have to watch the video, but I had people messaging me being like, oh, maybe you have Thai 2.0, which is what she was calling it in the video. Thai 2.0 is the post 2018, like supposed to be like the weaker genetics Thai constellation, which are prone to root rot and don't root as easily and just like aren't very resilient and hardy. And then if you have Thai 1.0, or like the first batch of Thai constellation, then they're known to be a lot more hardy and easier to grow and everything. So could this be Thai constellation 2.0? Maybe. I bought this mid 2019, so I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. It is something interesting to think about, because a lot of people have messaged me saying like, it's just this plant, like I need to get a new Thai because this one just sucks. But yeah, and I had someone else message me and say if I do get a new one, maybe I should try to source like a cutting from an older Thai, so that it would have a higher chance of being from like the first batch, Thai 1.0. So I don't know, but it could be the case with mine. I do not know. I'm very curious to see how it goes from here. We've all been on this journey together for a very long time, and I really appreciate how invested we all are in this plant. Imagine if this turned into a big mature plant like years down the road. That would just be so cool, considering that this is my first ever rare plant. I am emotionally invested in it. I am. Now that it has given me some new leaves, I'm definitely gonna just keep trying to grow this out for a while. I had been recently talking about just bailing on this one and getting a new one, but now since it's growing again, I'm like, okay. I'm going to try a little while longer. I guess that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being invested in my Monstera Thai constellation, our Monstera Thai constellation at this point, honestly. You guys are the best. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. Leave me a thumbs up on this video and feel free to check out my Patreon for bonus content if you're interested in that. That's always linked down below. All right, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!